Alright guys, a running video, a jumping and dancing and running an army march video. So much fun, right? Alright, thank you so much for watching. Total blast here as Marco explores his talents, his abilities, sharing this all with you guys. Alright, thank you all very much. Taking the shades off. Alright, thank you guys very much for watching. So much fun on my channel. I'm so proud to say it's my channel. It's my channel. I'm so proud of myself. And if you guys know anything at all of what it's like to have your own channel or have something of your own, maybe you have your own business or whatever, and it's yours, you want to hold on tight and say, hey, this is amazing. I'm so proud of myself. And you guys have talent. I've seen a lot of my fans are actually doing quite well. I mean, I don't know all my fans, obviously. Some of them have subscribed without me seeing them, but the ones that I have seen, like some of them are gorgeous, some of them are talented, some of them own businesses, some of them a lot of them are way more successful than I am. I'm not even successful. I mean, I know it seems like it. You might think, okay, this guy's very, very good, but as you can see, I've got 1,000 subscribers, right? Somebody has 1,000 subscribers, they're not famous, right? Like, I mean, I know I don't have to say these things, right? Because it's obvious, but if you see someone with 1,000 subscribers, you're not thinking, you might even think that's how they're going to end it or whatever, they're not going to get any more. But with me, people can see futures with me, like future of talents, many talents, future of many more things to conquer, and that I'll be able to do it. That's the cool thing, right? That's what people are like with my channel. They're like, holy, you are good. Like, people know I'm really, really good. People can see that I'm good. So it's only a matter of time. You know, for me, I've been very lucky. I've always been, anytime I've had my picture on something or anytime I've had my look on something, I've always been rated very high for my looks, which is very nice, you know? A lot of people go into making channels, and maybe they don't have looks as their asset, but they have many other things, and they go viral, like majorly viral. But, you know, for me, I've always been lucky. I've always had that edge with my look. My look is very edgy, sexy, and edgy at the same time, right? So people kind of like flock to it only because I look super good. I'm a super nice person too, but I mean, when you look as good as I do, which some of you look this way too, so I know I've seen some of you. I'm like, whoa. But yes, so you know what I mean, right? You see that you're like, and I mean, a lot of people that I know that are good looking are not about looks. I mean, I mean, I may not know them very well, some of them, but I mean, I know a lot of people that are good looking, but they're not about looks. A lot of people, like a lot of people aren't, and not to say that I am necessarily, even though it might seem like I am. I'm not necessarily all about looks, but I mean, a lot of people are very that are good looking are very humble and very nice. I find a lot of people that are good looking are very nice and humble, and are not that way at all. I mean, that's what my experience is. I mean, I've seen a lot of people that are very, very good looking that work with disabled people. They work with special needs. Uh, they do all kinds of stuff. So they're not what you might think is somebody that's good looking. You know, maybe somebody good looking you think is shallow, maybe, or you might think they're fake or snobby. But a lot of people that I know are not like that at all. Like and I may be just talking about my own friends. My own friends have hearts. Like, they're very nice. But I mean, some people, and I mean, I think if you mistaken my friends, even though we look like celebrities, I don't think I'm ever going to be mean. I mean, I think one day I'm going to be really, really famous, and I'll be really grateful. I'll be really happy about that. But I mean, I'm not going to be mean. I'm not like that. You know, I've never been mean. I've never really had kind of like that approach. I just don't like it. You know, like, people that are mean get a lot of drama attached to themselves, and they don't really, it never goes away, right? I may have drama because people are jealous because I'm good looking, but it's not because of my personality at all. My personality, and I don't have a lot of drama. I'd say I have virtually none, but I mean, my personality is so nice that people love me regardless, right? Like there are some people that just say the nastiest things. They might go up to somebody and call them unattractive or whatever, or they might go up to somebody and make fun of them, or they might be racist or whatever. And I'm not. I don't think I've seen. None of my friends are like that, by the way. But and I mean, I'm for personally for me, I'm the kind of person that doesn't believe in racism or doesn't believe in homophobia or doesn't believe in negative thoughts about people in any way. Like I'm just such a busy person that I focus on my own tasks. I don't really focus on whether someone is going to be, whether I have time. I don't even have time to be racist. I mean, I never would be, but I mean, like to be racist, you have a lot of people negative on your back, and people that are different races do very, very well. There's a lot of people that are super successful, way more successful than a lot of white people, and they're doing super well, and they're a different color, ethnicity. So, I mean, why would you judge that? I mean, if they're doing very well, they're making fun of them for being a different race. They're doing better than you are. Some of them look better than that person does, right? So why would you make fun of that person, right? For me, I'm the kind of person that gives everybody hope. So I believe that everybody can make it to be a superstar. Now, I know that's obviously not true. Some people will never be superstars, and some people will never have fame or anything like that. But I'm the type of person that believes in people can change, or people have potential, or people might surprise you, or people might maybe they're never good looking, but they're successful in other ways, or maybe they're never going to be rich, but they're good looking, or you never know, right? So you never, and everybody, if you group everybody in the world as one, you're not going to get one person. Well, yes, you group everybody in the world as one, then obviously that one person might be better than everybody, right? If the best, if there even is such a thing as the best person in the world, there isn't obviously, but if there was such a thing as the best person in the world, that person changes, it fluctuates, it goes away, comes back. So you're not going to be able to pinpoint anybody that's permanently going to suck. You know what I mean? So why would you make fun of that person? And if you are making fun of somebody that permanently sucks or is no good to anyone or is the worst person ever, because they're just not measuring up standards-wise in any sense of the word, then you are obviously not a good person. And regardless of how good you are, you're not. That's just not a good way to live. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say whether you guys are or are. I'm not gonna judge my fans. Like if you are like that and you judge people, some people do judge people and they like it. That's who they are. I'm not gonna say whether that's good or bad for you, but for me, I just wouldn't feel comfortable with it. Some of my fans might be very judgmental or very shallow, and they don't mind. And you can live whatever way you want. If you are a shallow, judgmental person, then I guess if you've been like that all your life and you're not overly concerned, no one's going to be overly concerned with that. If that's how you are. That's how you are. And maybe you enjoy it, and you might enjoy me. And I'm not going to scold you. Obviously, you can do what you want. But for me, I really believe in spending time to focus on your own talents, your own abilities, making sure you're delivering a good show, making sure you're strong, making sure you're happy, and trying your best not to impede on anybody's success or make anybody upset. It's quite challenging sometimes when you're good looking because people automatically assume you're not a positive person, or you might be rude. Like some people just think I'm like a total brute and I'm so nice and friendly, but some people sometimes will be like, no, you can't be. Like you're so good looking, you must be racist, or you must be. Not that good looking people are racist, but they think there's something wrong with somebody being really good looking. They're going to be judgmental. They're going to say something nasty. They're going to hold an insult wound. I'm not like that at all. It may seem like it because I'm so good looking that I could be like that, but I'm not like that. I don't insult people. I don't think it's right. For me, I just have always spent my life, and even when I was younger, I was never like that. I always focused on doing what I needed to do, making sure I was happy, and I really enjoyed my life. I always did what I needed to do. So, I mean, for me, it's just not enough to be a good looking person that's fit. You have to also be a good person too. But I'm not saying what you guys have to do. I'm just saying for me, that's how I want to live, right? Some people are very mean, they're happy like that, and people don't argue it. That's what they want to be like, so that's what they like. And who can really say whether that's wrong for them, right? Maybe that's how they are, and that's how they enjoy life. But for me, I just prefer to be nicer. Um, Now remember, being nice is not necessarily going out of your way and doing a bunch of things for everybody you meet, right? Being nice is sometimes it's just not insulting someone or not being rude or somebody makes a mistake not laughing at them, that kind of thing. Like being nice isn't necessarily like, volunteering for every single organization, which some people do, and that's great. I think that's great. We need people like that. But and I have volunteered for 20 years at a hospital, but I mean, but for me to say, and I am a giving person. I have given to people as well now, even though I'm not really rich or anything, but I have given to people. But I mean, for me, when I talk about kindness, I talk about being nice. I'm not trying to say, if you're doing 20 things for everybody, you're not doing enough. I'm trying to say that you can you can avoid insulting someone. Maybe somebody gets insulted constantly, right? How fair is that if you insult them, right? They're already feeling self-conscious. They're already feeling stressed out about it. They already feel like that flaw, whatever it might be that they get insulted with, is always showing in the forefront. So why would you insult them? You know what I mean? Like it really doesn't sit well for them, and they're already self-conscious about it. So, and a lot of people are on the defense too. Like if you get insulted a million times a day about something, you're going to be on the defense about it, of course. But that's where it's really important not to insult these people because they're already on the defense about it. So anyway, I really wish you guys well. All my fans are super successful, super good, great fans I've got. I'm really pleased. I really like to see you guys shine as well. So don't worry if you are someone that's lacking in ability, or you're lacking in talent, or you're lacking in looks, or you're lacking in money, you could potentially get all those things. So don't give up. Do not give up. And maybe you already are all those things, but people aren't telling you you are. So please do not give up. It's not something that you should be doing, right? Like giving up is for people that feel there's no other option. And so when you and I'm not talking negative, like seriously negative is giving up. I'm talking about like where you're just like maybe people are jealous of you, so they insult you like crazy, and you decide to give up. Well, who are you doing that for? Be happy, be positive. There are people, and the funny thing is, everybody gets made fun of. Everybody. So Tom Brady gets mean tweets. Obviously, Tom Brady is the most gorgeous, athletic, strong person in the world. So when you see someone like that getting mean tweets, you're thinking to yourself one of two things. You're thinking there's no way the person that's insulting Tom Brady is nearly as great, and you're also thinking, okay, does anybody get no insults? Like, does anybody in the world have nobody insulting them? Obviously not, if Tom Brady's getting insulted. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like, well, do you give up, or do you say, well, I guess if people are in the mood to insult, they'll insult even the best people in the world. So, if they're insulting Rihanna and Tom Brady, well, I guess all of us don't have any chance for hope, right? But I feel like I'm like Tom Brady anyway. But I mean, like, you know, so it's kind of like, well, if you get insulted by somebody, it's not necessarily meaning anything at all, because if you get insulted by somebody, so does Tom Brady and Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake and Madonna. Those people all get insulted constantly. So, I mean, do you give up, or do you say, maybe I've got some power, maybe I've got some strength, maybe people are jealous because I have potential, maybe people think I'm gonna make it and they're not, right? A lot of times people insult for the opposite reasons that you would think people insult for, right? So, and you could be a complete nobody, look terrible, all that, and people would be jealous of you anyway, right? So do not look at insults as a point to give up on yourself or say, this is not good, I'm giving up. Do not give up, because nobody's going to insult you if you're strong and confident, regardless of what you look like, who you are, you're going to get positive feedback. If you take a stance and say, you know what, I'm really good. I'm not the kind of person that that people are saying I am, because people are jealous of people, so they insult, right? And it could be anybody. I mean anybody. Somebody, maybe a homeless guy gets insulted by another homeless guy because that homeless guy doesn't do drugs, right? You know what I mean? Like at that point, you're just like, okay, people insult, like we get it, you know. So you're just like, okay, well, it's enough, you know. At this point, we're like, obviously, if that person's getting insulted because they're homeless and they don't do drugs and that one does, you know what I mean? Like it gets to the point of ridiculous at some point, right? So you're just like, okay, well, I'm going to either take this insult and think I gotta give up, or I'm gonna take it and be really strong, right? So that's what most people would do, right? You want to take it and be really strong. And some people might be like, just take it with a grain of salt. Like it happens to everybody. Like if a woman's too butch, one really pretty girl might be like, wow, and one other person might be like, oh no, you know. So or if a guy's really buff and strong, one girl might be like, one really good looking girl might be like, wow, and somebody else might be like, oh no, you know. So I mean, at some point you have to say enough is enough, right? 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 Thanks, guys. Okay, bye.